In a move that signals the end of an era, Netflix is pulling its final two interactive specials from its platform. As announced via a notice on What's on Netflix, the beloved interactive experiences Black Mirror, Bandersnatch, and Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Kimmy vs. the Reverend will be removed from the streaming service on May 12. For many fans, this marks the conclusion of an experimental chapter in Netflix's content creation strategy, as the company moves away from interactive formats to place its focus squarely on mobile and cloud gaming. Netflix, known for constantly evolving and innovating in the streaming space, has not yet responded to requests for comment on this move, leaving many to speculate about the reasoning behind the decision. What is clear, however, is that the interactive experiment, which started as a thrilling new frontier in storytelling, is officially coming to a close. Interactive storytelling's rise and fall on Netflix. Netflix's interactive programming era kicked off in 2017 with Puss in Book, a children's special that allowed viewers to choose the course of the story. Over the years, Netflix would continue to experiment with this format, giving audiences a hand in shaping narratives in shows like Bandersnatch and Kimmy vs. the Reverend. But the decline of interactive content on the platform has been a gradual one. By late 2024, only 4 interactive specials remained, and with the removal of Ranveer vs. Wild with Bear Grylls and You vs. Wild earlier this year, that number has dwindled even further. Now, as of May 12th, Black Mirror, Bandersnatch, and Kimmy Schmidt. Kimmy vs. the Reverend will join the growing list of interactive content to be archived, marking the definitive end of the platform's experiment with immersive storytelling. While this shift in focus isn't entirely surprising, given Netflix's growing interest in gaming, it's sure to leave fans with a sense of nostalgia for the interactive projects that once pushed the boundaries of storytelling. Black Mirror, Bandersnatch, a bold experiment that captivated audiences. When Black Mirror, Bandersnatch dropped in December 2018, it wasn't just another addition to Netflix's catalog, it was a groundbreaking moment in TV history. Created by Black Mirror mastermind Charlie Brooker and directed by David Slade, Bandersnatch was a daring, choice-your-own-adventure narrative set in 1984. The story followed Stefan, Fionn Whitehead, a young programmer attempting to adapt a fantasy game book into a video game, all while slowly unraveling the dark, surreal world of choice, consequence, and madness. The special gave audiences the power to make decisions on Stefan's behalf, affecting the outcome of the plot in a truly unique way. With multiple endings, each dictated by the viewer's choices, Bandersnatch blurred the lines between traditional TV and interactive gaming. It was a creative triumph for Netflix, a bold experiment that set the stage for more interactive content on the platform. But now, just as Netflix has launched Black Mirror Season 7, including a sequel of sorts in the form of Plaything, which sees Will Poulter's game creator character return, Bandersnatch is being wiped from the platform. The timing feels almost poetic, as the next chapter in the Black Mirror saga offers a more traditional narrative format, possibly suggesting that Netflix's next evolution is away from the risky choices that once defined its interactive era. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Kimmy vs. the Reverend, a hilarious and unpredictable finale. It's not just Bandersnatch that fans will be saying goodbye to. Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Kimmy vs. the Reverend, the interactive special based on the hit, Tina Fey, and Robert Carlock comedy, is also leaving the platform. This special, released shortly after the series wrapped its 4-season run, came as a surprise to many, but for fans of the show, it was the perfect quirky, unpredictable send-off. The premise was simple, yet delightfully bizarre. Kimmy Schmidt, Ellie Kemper, has to stop the evil Reverend, John Hamm, from ruining her wedding plans. The interactive format allowed viewers to decide what path Kimmy and the rest of the characters would take. making the special not just a final chapter for the show, but an opportunity for fans to feel involved in the story's outcome. All the original cast members returned, including Titus's Burgess, Jane Krakowski, and Carol Kane, giving fans the nostalgic feel of the Kimmy Schmidt universe. It's hard not to feel a tinge of sadness knowing that Kimmy versus the Reverend will soon be removed. The show's unique brand of humor, its lovable characters, and the zany storytelling all made for a special that will be hard to replicate, especially now that Netflix is pivoting away from interactive formats in favor of its expanding gaming initiatives. What this means for Netflix's future. The departure of Bandersnatch and Kimmy Schmidt. Kimmy versus the Reverend is more than just a Eli Lyle's